Are we filming? Yes, we are. So, welcome to another of my midweek coffee breaks in which I chat about all things filofax and other related binders and paper-based productivity in general. So, first thing in my trusty Guildford Mini Extra Slim is this tricky topic of vintage. What is a vintage binder? What constitutes the term vintage? And I devoted a complete video at the weekend to this very subject. And to be honest, it is such a fascinating, yes it is, a multifaceted subject that I'm probably going to do another complete video further thoughts in which I will engage in various comments and feedback I have received since I did that video, and I'm probably going to get more. So if you have any thoughts that you would like me to answer with regards to the whole topic of vintage in inverted commas, then leave comments and I will engage with you. Okay, so one thing that I want to talk about, I'll just give you one thing about vintage, because I don't want to. I mean, I could talk about vintage for hours. Oh, clearly, that's not a good idea, so I'm not going to do it. But I would like to gain your advice and opinion about this in terms of the if you recall, I was talking about, certainly in the antiques trade, which I was a member for a few years up until recently. As we all know, that generally the moniker antique generally is 100 years, but the jury's out with how many years constitutes the vintage tag on an item. 20, 30, 40, 50 years. That's kind of the boundaries, if you like, in the antiques trade. But what about in terms of what we enjoy, and that is filofaxes and other binders? I'd be very interested to know how long. 20, 30, 40, 50 years, a poll if you like, and we can chat about that. So if you have any input, let me know through the normal channels. You know what to do. Adverts. Now this is a very interesting thing. I don't sit here watching videos. I do watch a lot of videos, other people's videos, but I don't really watch mine. Once they are uploaded, I check as far as I'm able to check I haven't made any mistakes, and then once I've done it, I upload it, and then it is there, not for my benefit, but I want to move on to the next video, because I'm just so full of the urge to make more videos that I don't have time to sit there and watch my own too much. However, occasionally I do, and there's something that's taken me by surprise, and it's the fact that, well, let me give you the backstory. So some time ago, there were no adverts on. I am not what they call monetized in inverted commas. In order to be monetized, i.e. receive a share in the revenue from adverts that appear on videos, they're so annoying, these adverts, aren't they? But they are a necessary evil. But there were never any adverts on non-monetized videos. However, it's their channel, so YouTube can do it's their platform. They started putting adverts on up and coming video creators' videos, and I am one of those people. So a few months ago, I started seeing adverts at the beginning. This is the crucial thing, at the beginning of each of some of my videos, certainly the ones that were more popular. Today I went through one and I noticed that there were adverts. It's only a 15-minute video, and yet there were 4 separate breaks, commercial breaks, if you like, in this video. Now, personally, I mean, okay, I can't really do, obviously I can't do anything about that, but when I'm monetized, I can actually control when and where the adverts are, and I am minded to, I come from the UK, and I'm a traditionalist, and it was kind of the rule, if you like, certainly on commercial broadcasting, that is not the BBC, the ITV. So if you look at if you compare this to advertising on ITV, independent television, where they make money by selling adverts, traditionally you'd have 3 minutes of adverts every 15 minutes. So if you had a half-hour program, you would just have one block of 3 minutes of adverts halfway through. And to be honest, I think that's acceptable. But as we all know, certainly in America, I was looking at the Super Bowl a little while ago, and it's almost like they've got more adverts than actual coverage of the Super Bowl. Just quite extraordinary. And that's too much, in my opinion. And I certainly, I wouldn't say I'm concerned, because it is just a necessary thing, isn't it? But it did take me back that during this 15-minute video I did, and the one I'm talking about is the one I did on Sunday, i.e. the one talking about the whole vintage thing. There were several advert breaks, and I don't have any control over that, so I'm really sorry about that. I mean, maybe this is the shape of things to come. Maybe there's going to be a real push to have even more advertising. Let me say something about this. As and when I'm monetized, it is likely that I will be monetized at some point in the next few months, given the popularity of my channel, which pleases me enormously. And obviously, if I receive some income from revenue share, that helps push my channel to it allows me to do even more. But when I do get to that point, as I understand it, I will have control over. I decide when the adverts are, when and where the adverts are set, and so I am minded to have adverts no more than every 15 minutes. I think you can have them every, I don't know, I think it's 8 minutes but I don't know. Obviously things change. But I have noticed that, YouTube are putting on a lot more, well, maybe not all of them, but certainly ones where probably the algorithm is being triggered by like an increased interest. So I'm kind of falling into that category, looking at the stats now. Things have really, in terms of the watch hours, it's just shot up enormously over the last few weeks. Probably because my videos are they're becoming longer. So first of all, my apologies if these adverts are like a little bit annoying. I don't have any control over them. I certainly don't decide on the advertising yet. But when I do become monetized, my plan is to have them at the beginning and maybe halfway through, if the video is, say, half an hour long. But if it's say less than 15 minutes, I won't do that. I'll just have them at the beginning and leave it at that. So, it's the adverts thing is an interesting development that has caught me by surprise. Anyway, this is an interesting. Now, there is someone out there who may be watching this video right now. I won't say who they are, but I got as you may know. Let's have some brightness here. As you guys know, from time to time, I do sell filofaxes on eBay. I haven't got any as I record this, but sometimes I do. Anyway, I was contacted by someone via eBay. And basically, the long and the short is that they wanted to donate some of their filofaxes to me, which is a very kind and generous thing. And the reason why they're doing this is because they really appreciate my my videos, and they wanted to send them to me. And they were saying, can I send them to your business address on your eBay channel? Now, I don't know who this person is, but there are some strict rules with eBay. So I found myself in a little bit of a difficult position, and I certainly would welcome a donation. That's great. I feel very flattered. But I had to tell this person that I couldn't officially accept the donation using the eBay messaging service, because it would potentially be construed as an offer of acceptance for a transaction outside the official eBay rules, which again is something that I'm very, very, I take these rules very, very seriously, whether it's YouTube or eBay in this case. But if this person is watching this, and they might be, I'm just letting you know that if you want to send them to me, then thank you very much, and I'll make good use of them, and they will appear in some of my videos. Who knows? But I'm using YouTube to respond effectively and say thank you very much, but I'm sorry I couldn't tell you that on the eBay messaging system, because it's not allowed. So there we go. So that's like a public service broadcast, if you like. Anyway, back to my list of things. Dashboards. I wanted to talk about this. It's not sufficient to create a whole video, but if you notice in my Guildford Mini Extra Slim, at the front and the back, I'm using a Rhodia A7 cover, which is like, it feels like plastic. I mean, it may be plastic coated cardboard, I don't know, but it is absolutely the perfect size to make a dashboard for a mini-sized filofax. So that's a tip. And these notebooks, I would say get a notebook. They're not very expensive. They're less than a couple of pounds on Amazon. Other outlets are available, of course. And then once you've finished with the notebook, don't throw these away. Recycle them as dashboards. And I haven't checked the other sizes, how they relate to, say, a personal size filofax, but clearly an A5 Rhodia notebook could be cut down to personal size. Not sure about the A6. Would the A6 be pocket size? Probably. I don't know. Of course, the A4 would be perfectly good for an A4 filofax dashboard, but they're actually very, very good. And so why not? Why not? It just makes it so much easier, especially if you've got pockets to allow you to write on the filofax. So that is my tip of the day, if you like. I'm losing my page here. I need one of those rulers, don't I, so that I can find out where I am. Okay, we're back. We're back in the room. Okay. Comments, thumbnails. Now this is a juicy. I mean, I'm smiling, but it's more than one person has picked up on the my thumbnails. Now, what's happening with my thumbnails? Well, as you can see over the last few videos, my thumbnails are a little bit wild and self-effacing, if you like, but it's just a bit of fun. And so rather than it just being letting YouTube take a screenshot and using that as a thumbnail, I'm making my own thumbnails, and I hope you like them. It's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. I'm trying to put a smile on people's faces, if you like, with the thumbnail. So I have no shame. So I hope you like them, and I'm going to continue doing it. A5. I've got down here A5 horizontal format. So what is this? Okay, so one of my viewers has said, wouldn't it be great if you can have the A4 format as a horizontal format rather than vertical? It reminds me of the very early desk faxes that YouTube filofax. I've probably referred to YouTube instead of filofax on a couple of occasions in this video, but we can work it out, can't we? As far as what I mean, but filofax currently do not make binders in horizontal format. Now, this viewer paints, I guess, and you can get horizontal formats in notebooks, but you can't as a filofax. And I just think that would be it's another option for filofax to consider. And this viewer said that she would love to have the filofax A5 format in a horizontal format, and I agree. So who knows, if anyone from filofax is watching this today, you never know, then why not? You never know. Okay. Agenda, not PMS binder to personal rings. Okay, so you'll remember a while back I was talking about my. Let's hope I don't knock all the filofaxes down. Okay, so this is my Amiga agenda, which is A5 format but with personal size rings, which, if you recall, I was going a bundle on because I think that is a fantastic format, because it allows you to move pages from a personal size filofax to an A5 filofax, as well as A5 sheets in a filofax. So I just think that's a really, really good idea. And at the time I said, well, there may be other binders out there that are also A5 and have the personal sized rings. And my viewer informs me that her PMS, I think PMS stands for Professional Management Services, something like that. Can't remember. But her PMS binder also had rings in personal size. So there's at least 2, maybe more. But if you do know of an A5 binder with the personal ring spacings, then please let me know, and we can no doubt discuss it, have a chat, maybe do another video, etc. So please let me know. Let me just put that up there again, and hopefully it won't fall down, because I'm running out of desk space here. Okay, so bear with me, because I've just I should have a ruler in here, but I don't. Cost stratification. Now, what is cost stratification? This is from another comment, replying to my eulogizing of my aforementioned agenda binder, which are very, very expensive. If you look on the current Amiga Watches website, under their what they call leather accessories section, you will find that they still do agendas, not in the A5 size, but they are hundreds of pounds. They're really expensive, very high quality, but they're in a different league in pricing wise compared to filofaxes. I think filofaxes present excellent value. It's a good product for the money, but they're not high end, at least as far as how much you have to pay. So I was thinking about this. If you wanted, notwithstanding there are some second-hand ones floating about, PMS, as we know, I'm going to keep an eye out of that. Also the Amiga agendas. I didn't pay very, very much for mine. I was very lucky. I can't remember how much I paid. I think it was £30 or £40, but I was extremely lucky because the vendor didn't describe it really well, and the photographs were a bit naff, and business is business. So it was an auction, and I was the highest bidder. I think that's fair enough. But if you're on a budget and you want something that has a certain tactile quality, that's enjoyable to use, what would I do? And I was thinking when I was having my coffee this morning, and thinking, do you know what I would do? I would get, and I'm probably going to do this at some point just to demonstrate it, I would get a set of personal rings from Etsy or another platform. I mean, they only cost like £2, £3, £4 a set. And I would get a binder, an A4 binder, from W. Smith's or eBay, or someone offering them very, very cheap, like the Ryman store or whatever. Or you can find them in a Goodwill store or a charity shop for like 50p or £1. But anyway, I'll probably get one from a charity shop in A4 size. And then I would remove the rings, because they're normally riveted, aren't they? And then I would remove, typically they're cardboard, and they have a plastic covering. If you remove that plastic covering underneath their cardboard, so you end up with just the bare bones cardboard file with the outer plastic cover removed and the old A4 rings removed. And then I would cut this A4 binder with a steel ruler and a craft knife to the exact size you want, A5 if you like, or if you wanted a personal size filofax in horizontal format, or A5 in horizontal format, you just choose. And then once you've done that, fit the personal size rings, and then cover the bare filofax cardboard binder with the covering of your choice, which could be vinyl, or it could be some sort of textile, or it could be leather. If you get some offcuts of leather and glue them in do you know what? Actually, that would be a very, very good, cheap, and fun thing to do. So, in answer to the cost stratification issue with regards to finding a binder in A5 with personal rings, that is an option. Excuse me. And we're going to leave it there because I'm up to 25 minutes. But thank you for if you're still with us after 25 minutes. My coffee is going cold, so I better actually finish that now. But thank you very much for watching once again, and I will have another video, maybe 2 at the weekend. But until then, thank you very much for watching. And I'm just going to move here so I can make room up here for my subscribe and my video end cards. But thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.